Hey there folks, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to do a box opening and not a review, but more of why I got it. I got the DJI Osmo Nano little video recorder camera. So let's go ahead and open it up. So they have this in two different models. One's the 64 gigabit and the other one's the 128. I got the 128. So it not only has that as the internal memory, but there's also a spot for putting an SD card. And I'm not sure the exact functionality. I know you can transfer the video or the recordings from the internal storage to the memory card. I don't know if there's a setting to where you can go directly to the memory card. We'll have to do some testing, investigation, figure out what all is there. So here's the camera portion, and here's the box of accessories. Looks like there's some stuff in here. Oh, looks like there's a sticker of some sort. I'm not sure. Oh, it's a DJI. I see DJI. So it's a sticker. I don't know if I'm going to use that. Of course, there's a couple different QR codes. I think one of these is to download from the App Store, from the Play Store for your connecting in. Oh, and what's inside there is just the silica pack. You have it a little encapsulated in a little part of the box. So that's all that's in the box. Let's go ahead and open up the box here and see what's in here. So we'll just pull it all out and then unwrap them. So looks like there's an instruction booklet, and it's all plastic, or it's wrapped in a little nice plastic packaging. So the overall packaging looks really nice. It's all nice and compact, and everything seems nice and clean. Let's see what this is. Oh, this is, I've heard people call this a necklace. I would feel more comfortable calling it a lanyard, but it's adjustable. See? And so you can wear that inside your and this is another little adapter. Oops. Let's see what this is. Oh, this is actually the little casing, just a case to put the recorder in. There's a USB-C to USB-C cable. That's for transfer and probably powering it up, charging it. So what this little thing is here. This is like the ball cap clip. You can attach to your ball cap or anything thin that you can slide it on. And then this one looks like this is the suction cup. So it's got a pivotable, and you of course tighten it, loosen it. And then I've heard other people say that this particular suction cup doesn't last very long or doesn't work very good, so it would probably be best, I guess, it does unscrew, so you could attach a different type of suction cup to it, a better quality one, because this one doesn't seem to be so well. So I'm gonna go upon that recommendation and just trust what other people have discovered with that. But it's got the, again, nice little clip for it. Okay, so let's go ahead and, it's magnetized, so each side's got a magnet, and that's why one thing I like about this camera is it's got a built-in magnet, so you can just fix it to stuff and it'll stay. So this is the media device camera. Exactly, it says multifunctional vision dock. Okay, so it's got a little protective screen for the screen. It's got a display, and this is pretty cool because I guess while you're recording, you can have this detached and you can actually see what is being recorded. And then there's additional features if they're attached by that unit being able to power and charge the camera. So it's got all kinds of features. We'll get into that probably another video. Now I just want to basically kind of see what all we have and then tell you why I got this and its purpose from compared to what I'm using with my GoPros. And then this is the actual unit. Look how small that is. Now really the biggest reason why I got this is because I have two GoPros and I'm recording on my GoPro 12 is what this is. but I also have a GoPro 7 Silver, which isn't not as functional, but it does do decent recording. But this is the one I use more for getting a secondary shot, or I put this on my stepdaughter's dog on his harness, and you can see motion video and stuff. But it's these cameras aren't really made for attaching and getting POV type of shots, because there's just so much weight to them unless you have a nice chest rig that can support it. I had a shoulder rig, and it was really just too much weight, especially if you put the little battery pack on there to help keep it running more than what just the internal battery can do. So it's just, these GoPros are nice for what they are, but for trying to do POV, they're horrible because it's just too much weight. And I've struggled for any of my POV shots in previous videos with these GoPros, and so that's where this little guy comes into play. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the little protective cover off. So now this thing is amazing. So it's got built-in magnets. I guess it's got magnets on two sides. So it's got a, let's turn this over here. So we got this metal pole here. So it's got a magnet on the back, and then I guess magnet on the side as well. So you can do different means of attaching and recording. But it's pretty cool that it's got this magnet feature in there, because you can just attach something. But I guess again, that's where the lanyard comes into play. So if I put this and put the camera there, and as you can see, it's staying right there. So it's not like it's just where the lanyard lays. You can pretty much fix it where you want, and that's where the camera is going to be. And so I think that is really cool. Of course, this does both portrait and landscape, and so because most of my videos are long form for YouTube, I will be doing the the landscape, and so I'll have it like that. But I just think that this, for all my POV shots, this is going to be so much more convenient to just put on this lanyard and then attach this camera in that manner, as opposed to trying to put on a strapped harness and everything, and then put the GoPro on. This is just so much easier. It's just a big convenience. So for that, I'm doing hands-on, or I just want to give you guys that point of view. And again, it's got the these attachments all fit on there, and I guess so they got the little side clips, so this snaps right on, and then of course again you just slide that on, and you got your little camera there, and they lock on. So it's not like you have to worry about the camera falling off of any of the attachments, because they not only are magnetized, but they lock on with the little clips there at the end. So that's awesome. And then this is just a little media thing. I'm not sure exactly what the purpose of this is, other than being kind of a protective cover for it. It really doesn't change the profile too much. I suppose I'll go ahead and use it just so it doesn't bang up and the camera itself. But so there's that. And then the other cool thing about this is that you can attach the camera to the base in either direction, right? So whether you are wanting to do self view, so your display's here and the camera's there, so you're looking at the display so you can see what you're filming, or if you want it to be more of POV, or just your handheld, so you'll be able to see the display here while you're pointing it out, so you can see exactly what you're filming. So it's very versatile. They did a lot of thought into this, and I really like the portability of it. And I did some research and kind of comparison to the other cameras that are out there, and there's some that are similar, but for my needs and everything that I've seen, this was actually looks like the best way to go. Now there's there's a lot cheaper cameras you can get like on Amazon that are in the, you know, say $50 to $150 range that say they're 4K, but then you're lacking some of the quality and the additional features that these cameras give. Now, because of what I do, I really don't get into all of the technical settings as far as I pretty much will use auto on everything. I don't get into the big, you know, color balance and all that. If something doesn't quite look right for me after I've done the video and I'm in the editing, I'll use the software to, you know, adjust the contrast or the lighting in that manner. But I'm really not big into the color balance and stuff. Maybe one point I'll get more technical with that, but this camera gives you all of those features. And of everything I've seen, looks like firmware has pretty much resolved any of the overheating concerns that you have. But the one thing that I did see recommend is that when you have this little guy attached to this little guy, that just the connection alone causes some heat. But what happens is that this immediately wants to start charging this, and of course this is using its internal battery. And so when it's in this mode, this battery doesn't really run down until this one does. And so it's immediately drawing the battery life out of this one to power this one. So I guess you get better battery, more extended battery life, is if you use the battery life out of this one, and then when it's getting down to then connect this so it'll charge. And if you can take a break from videoing, allow it to charge it up, then I guess it charges really quick. And I'm not sure exactly, you know, from when this was depleted down to 0, what this one goes. But like right now, looking at, see, when I just attached it, it's showing that the top one is at 81%, the bottom's at 41%. So if I was to leave this, this would probably get charged up higher, and then this would obviously deplete. But I'm going to go with that recommendation. I'll do some testing, and I'm sure I'll make other videos as far as my feedback and you know, as far as how it's working with me and what I'm doing to you know, get the most out of this camera. But I tell you, I'm really excited about this camera. I'm going to dive in, get some settings set up, get it paired with my phone so I can go through and make some additional setting changes there. But I'm really looking forward to all of the videos I can make with this thing. I'm excited. I've been I was waiting until it got delivered today. I bought it from Amazon. I'll put the link below. I paid with the 128 gig one. This one was like $409, and I guess these were cheaper, but I guess demand they have raised the cost, and I don't know if they've added anything accessory wise also. But yeah, I'm excited. I will certainly be videoing. Now I'll have at least 2 different camera angles on my videos. I'll feel better about it, because before I had just this one and my GoPro 12, and I don't know, just because of the limitations and this one isn't 4K, I didn't use it as much as I really should have. So now that I've got 2 4K cameras, and they're both of extreme quality, and it's going to be great, because this one, my GoPro, is going to be able to actually show me doing stuff or whatever, and then this one's going to be the POV of what I'm doing. You'll get that view as well, and I'll bounce back and forth, and sometimes, you know, do a picture-in-picture depending on what it is. But I think it's going to enhance my videos and give you guys better view of the things that I do. So I'm excited overall. I don't know what you guys' thoughts are on these various cameras. And again, I chose to go with the higher grade camera instead of getting, you know, like $100 one from Amazon, just because I wanted to have the reassurance of knowing that I was buying a quality name. And from the reviews I've watched, there's several. This little guy has outperformed a lot of them, and just overall people have been very satisfied with them. And anyway, I'm gonna make more videos about it after I discover more things about it, and then what I've done to customize it and make it more fit my needs. But that's about it. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you guys have any questions regarding the Nano, feel free to ask, and then I will I'll certainly find out and let you know. There's the little USB port, and then of course the slot to put an external micro SD card in there for additional memory. And again, I'll figure out how that works as far as recording goes. And look at that, just in the time that I've been talking, it went from 80%, now it's at 89% for the top, and the bottom went from 40 something, now it's to 23. So it is charging upward into this. So that's interesting. Anyway, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for upcoming videos, and please check out primitiveguy.com. I have a whole bunch of different apparel, First and Second Amendment apparel, and just some other freedom type of apparel. So please check that out, and anything you buy does help sponsor me and keeps this channel alive. So look forward to shooting more videos, and this will inspire me to do that. So look for more videos, and I will see you next time.